All right, DeWayne, congratulations. Can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can. Thank you so much.
Awesome. We're going to get started. Sal Capaccio will have our first question.
All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. Hi, Dwayne. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we're all good. Am I good? I know my dad's kind of loud.
That's all right. You got it. Hey, man. First of all, welcome to Buffalo. Congratulations. I don't know if I said your name right, so let's start there. Could you say your first name for us correctly?
Yep. DeWayne Carter. Yep.
Dwayne. Okay. Just tell us about the process of meeting the Bills, when you kind of did, your relationship with them going through this process until tonight.
Yeah, so it's funny, like probably everybody said this, but I did always have kind of a feeling, right, it was going to be Buffalo. I would think from the jump, the stuff they tell you not to read, the articles about projections and everything else. I read it all every single day, and it was Buffalo, right? So, just all my interviews, meetings with coaches, and actually Coach West. Funny enough, I'll never forget this. We were at the combine, and I kind of like before big events, I dug off and did my own thing. And wait, hold on, I'm gonna tell them to be quiet. I'm sorry. All right, I'm back. My fault. My dad's very animated. Y'all get to know.
It's all good.
But
It's all good.
At the combine, I kind of always walk away, get to the moment for myself. So I was sitting in the bleachers before we did the combine, and Coach West kind of walked up behind me. We just had this small talk, but kind of, I don't know, it was weird. It's like a weird interaction. It kind of meant something to me. And then now we're here, and I'll be lying if I said I wasn't sitting there like, all right, man, this day is almost kind of over. Like, maybe they don't like me like that. I thought they did. Who knows?
Hey, listen, I mean, the noise in the background is because your family's obviously proud of you and you're enjoying the moment with them. I know your dad played at Ohio State. I think I watched him play. I was at Syracuse in the 90s when he played and they came up there for a game. Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about your football family background with your dad, especially, and your family.
Yeah, so talk about generations. Starts with my dad's father, Raymond Carter Sr. He's actually in the Hall of Fame at Youngstown State, 8 letters in football and track. Then you go to Raymond Carter Jr., my oldest uncle. He's running back in Notre Dame. And then the middle brother, my Uncle John. Uncle Johnny played offensive line at West Kentucky. And then my dad obviously at Ohio State, man. So, just from the genes, like my pedigree, I kind of hit the lottery. I got lucky on that one.
You got it, man. Congratulations. Welcome to Buffalo.
Thank you so much.
DeWayne Carter, Mookie Hawkins, Buffalo Sports 1080. How you doing?
I'm ecstatic, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. But listen, you cannot call delay a game on the family on a big night like this. Okay, you just can't do that. All right, you gotta let them rock out. All right, you gotta let them rock out. All right.
You see, it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work. But just talk about what does it mean for you to be playing close to home and being a Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, so honestly, like beggars can't be choosers right in this. So obviously, I want to be somewhere regionally with a reasonable flight, and I couldn't ask for anything better. Especially this great organization I'm not a part of. This great team I'm not a part of. This great coaching staff, and everybody I've met since we all started this program has been A1. It's just so cool to see how it works out. So, I don't know, man. I'm so excited.
Yes, man, and those leadership qualities, they carry you. They carry you quite well. And the Bills just lost 6 captains. So just care to talk about your leadership qualities and where do you attribute that from?
Yeah, so it always started with me wanting to learn. I was an education minor, and I actually want to teach and kind of stems from my parents and their background a little bit as well. But I'm always about learning, and I feel like as a learner, you got to be a really good listener, right? And that's something I learned at a young age. And so my leadership style always starts there. Like, day one, I'm going to come in there trying to listen and learn and talk to all the vets and all the guys who really been through everything, right? And then I always describe my leadership style as not a one-size-fits-all. Because at the end of the day, if you don't really know your teammates or the people you're working with, how can you possibly be a leader? If you don't know what one person requires, whether it's, maybe you need, raise your voice, different conversations, obviously. College is a lot different than a pros, and I'll be working with grown men now. But so we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna take that same approach.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. See you then.
Hey, DeWayne, Catherine Fitzgerald from the Buffalo News. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Kind of following up on Mookie's question, but just being a 3-time captain at Duke, what did you learn from that? What were some of your takeaways of, that experience?
Yeah, I mean, so we went through a lot at Duke. It was a real roller coaster ride. And, when I came in, NIL was basically hot off the press. And as a kid who was having success, right, I have all these, the temptations, the offer to leave for money, quote unquote, bigger opportunities, everything else. And I decided to stay. And I think it's just a tribute to our locker room and how close we all are and what loyalty and everything really means to us in that program. So we talk about life lessons and perseverance and loyalty and working hard work and really building something from the ground up is what we did these last 2 years. And I can't be more proud to tell that story every time I get a chance to.
That's awesome. And can you tell us a little bit just about your style of play too? Like, what do you think of your skill set stood out to the Bills?
Yeah, I think if I describe myself, high effort, high motor, high IQ, heavy hands, and I'm physical. And some people call me nasty, violent, stuff like that. I just love the game of football, and I think it just means a lot to me. And I think it really shows when you turn on my tape. So I just can't wait to get to work because I know the Bills get off the ball, and I can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks and congrats again.
Thank you.
Hey, DeWayne, Alex Braskey with TV Daily News. I was going to ask you about your style, so I'll just ask you, what do you know about the Bills, their fan base, the city, so on and so forth?
Yeah, you talk about Bills Mafia, right? I mean, there's really nobody better. There's really nobody better. Every year, the Bills been contenders. And then that's obviously when you see the fan base really shows out the most, but it's consistent. Especially when you have a great team, great organization. So, I can't wait to play in that stadium. I love hometown crowds that really take pride in their fan base. And that's with the good and the bad. That's all what comes with it. So that means you have a passionate fan base who cares. So, man, I just can't wait.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, DeWayne. John Warren with the Associated Press.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't going to ask a question, but then when you actually popped out, left the room to tell everybody to kind of quiet down, kind of shows that shows a bit of your leadership ability, shows you're not afraid of things. And at 23, the maturity that you have, how much do you think you're more prepared entering the NFL as a 23-year-old than you would be maybe a year ago or 2 years ago?
Yeah, 100%. So that's a great question. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. At Duke, we went through a lot, and I had to grow up as a leader, especially on the team that was really young at the time when I first became captain, and we didn't really have any leadership in any direction. So it was kind of on me. At least I took it upon myself to really, step up and be in that role, as well as my teammates looked to me that way as well. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my parents and my upbringing. You talk about like me being away, step away, and say something to my people out there, but. At the end of the day, my dad always told me, he said, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So you can't be afraid to open your mouth and say what you need and say what you need done. So that's really where it comes from, is my upbringing, man.
Good for you. And congratulations. I'll let you get back to your family because this is a big night for you. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, DeWayne. Elena Getzenberg, ESPN. Just one last question for you. I think I was just curious, your families there, you talked about how you knew the Bills were interested and hoping it would work out. What's this day kind of been like for you, waiting and now to have this moment and know that you are going to be a Buffalo? Like, what are the feelings like? Like, how has today been?
Yeah, so it started off very high energy, right? And as the day went on, we got the 90. I'm like, oh man, I said, I'm gonna have to wake up tomorrow and turn on the draft. I was, you get a little bit down in the dumps, right? And I kept looking at Buffalo. I'm like, I said, they're going to come get me. They're going to come get me. They're going to come get me. And I kind of leaned back on the couch, and I just felt the couch vibrate. And I was like, I think my exact words were, oh, my God. Like, it's really happening. And, I have a great support system around me, my intermediate family, as well as my community. I think it's just the coolest thing. So everybody's been reaching out. I get messages, keep your head up like it's coming. I promise it's coming. And, they don't know anything. But at the end of the day, it's just for, me, my mental sanity and fortitude. So I stay strong, and I really appreciate everything.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's all the questions we have for today. DeWayne, thank you once again and congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Sir.